Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at a Lord of the Rings set, and despite me not having any Lord of the Rings content really on my channel here, I am a big fan of Lord of the Rings, and I had a lot of the original Lord of the Rings playsets and the Hobbit playsets from the 2010s. I reviewed those on my regular channel, LegoMaster738, so they are not here and I've not redone them. But my sister is actually an even bigger fan, and she's got all of the big releases and a lot of those old sets back. And this is the first one that I have decided to invest in. It's actually the one that everybody wants the least. But this gift with purchase is really cool. I don't think anybody can deny that. So that's what we're checking out today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. So here is Smeagol and Deagol. Set 40761 with 181 pieces. It is ages 18 plus and part of the Icons line. So before we get into the set or the minifigures, I did want to just point out the fact that I think this is a very cool gift with purchase. I think a lot of people are going to think this as well, and for me personally, it's actually what made me go ahead and get the Shire right now, because I really wanted Smeagol and Deagol, perhaps even more than the Shire, because I remember as a kid watching this prologue scene to Return of the King and thinking that it was just like really interesting to see like Smeagol's demise and to Gollum, and you know how he got the ring, and especially when earlier in the trilogy, you know, Gandalf says that Smeagol was he didn't say a man, but he wasn't always this way. He's been cursed by the ring. And I was like, what does that mean? Anyway, and so it's really cool that they've made this little scene that they wouldn't make really for anything else. It's actually a relatively dark scene, though. It does start very happy and cheery, which is really where the set takes place. But I think it's very interesting that this was a gift with purchase included with the Shire, and the Shire set is from the Fellowship of the Ring, the first movie, and then this scene is a prologue to the third movie, Return of the King. I think that's kind of interesting, but I'm not complaining. I just think it's sort of unique. So far, I do think it is the best gift with purchase of the big Lord of the Rings set. The one we got with Rivendell was really sad and just like a sorry excuse and a last minute thrown together thing, in my opinion. And then the Nazgul was pretty cool for Khazad-dûm. I think that, was it Khazad-dûm? Yeah, I think so. And I think that it was cool, but it wasn't as cool as this, honestly. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. We'll take a look at the minifigures. All right, first up between the two, we're starting with Smeagol. And again, as I said, he's really cool because he's an exclusive minifigure. They have the dual molded short legs that all the hobbits have, which is nice. I'm sure that's a reused piece. But he does have a brand new torso, and that is really cool, as well as a brand new face print. I don't know if that hair is new or not, but it is really fitting for this character. There's some printing on the back, and he does have a secondary face print of his sort of evil laugh, or his evil smile once he gets the ring. For those of you who don't know, spoiler alert, because it's been out for a bazillion years now, but Smeagol murders Deagol for the ring, which is why this is such an interesting set, because it's very dark, but it starts out very happy. Nonetheless, I think LEGO did a great job with this interpretation of good Smeagol, good turning bad Smeagol. And here we have Deagol. This is Smeagol's friend. I think it might be his cousin or something, but here we are, and he does have the same dual molded legs. I believe his torso is reused from a Samwise Gamgee, if I am not mistaken, but that's okay. I'm not really going to complain. He has the regular sort of hobbit hair, and then this really fun holding his breath expression, which I really love when they have those type of expressions. There's the printing on the back, and then he has a happier look right there with some super thick eyebrows. So at the very least, I think this figure is mostly reused, except he does have a brand new face print, which still makes him a brand new figure and a new character and another hobbit. I think these guys are considered Stour hobbits, and they are not actually regular hobbits. They're kind of descendants or close relatives, if I remember correctly. Alrighty, so this is our little set. It is just a diorama, not really a play set. This is intended to be for adults, so this is something you're going to want to display with your Lord of the Rings collectibles. I definitely think it's worth opening. You know, was the Fell Beast, you know, worth opening? I would argue maybe not, because it's brick built and nothing super special about it. But this one's really quite cool. I really like what they did with it, kind of giving you the above water version and the underwater version. It is important to the scene. And for those of you who don't know, this is how the ring was found again after it had been lost for thousands of years. And it was Deagol who was fishing, and he was pulled underwater by his fish, which you can see his little fishing pole being led by the fish there, which is pretty funny. And then he finds the ring, which is right there. And that's why he's holding his breath and kind of looking out. And the Lego set does give you an option to put Deagol down there. He's got a little handhold there so he stays in place. And we have a little bit of underwater foliage and some green mossy patches. And overall, I think it looks pretty good. I will jokingly say that I think this tree is better than the one that comes in the Shire, the Happy Birthday Bilbo tree. And I just think that's a horrible rendition. But I'll talk about that more on the actual review of that set once I have it built. But nonetheless, I think this is an appropriately sized tree. It does perhaps look a little bit funny since we have an under the water scene, but you almost make it almost looks like the tree extends into the water. You know, that's kind of the look that it's going for. And it's very simple. It was an easy build. And then, of course, I think my favorite part is this boat. It is so round. It cracks me up. I've never seen a more round boat than this. And I don't remember it being so round in the movie, but it must have been. And you can put Smeagol on top. And he has his own fishing pole, which is brick built and looks really nice. It's like a really long fishing pole. I like that one a lot. And it even gives you a place to put the line, like he is fishing. And he's really unperturbed about Deagol going under the water. But here we are, and then we have the above, like the surface water on with those clear translucent tiles. And I think that looks really, really nice. Again, Lego was very specific here to include this scene and not the scene once they kind of land on the beach. They kind of like beach out over here once they're arguing about the ring. And I think Smeagol saves Deagol, if I remember, or he pulls him up. I can't quite recall. But anyways, and then he strangles him to death and takes the ring. Anyway, so there we are. And I really like that this is done as a little diorama. We have this nice finished black border. And I think it is just a little great thing to add. You can add it to your Lego collection. You can add it to your bookshelf. You can add it to your movie shelf. I think it's great, and it's really versatile, and I just really wanted this set because I think these are two really cool characters we would never get anywhere else, because they are literally just in this scene in the prequel or in the prologue of Return of the King. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and stay tuned for my big the Shire set review coming out soon. Till next time, guys.